I mean, you put put new wheels and all, and the new wheels is not just rubber on those rims. It's all the way through. I mean, wheel cylinders, the whole 9 yards. Get all that in there. Put a new motor, new transmission, clean it all up, get all painted, everything, and you get it all done. You start it up. Whew, oh man, this is great. Look at this thing. That's great. And you went in to get into the next day, and you try to open the door and it's locked. And you try the key, it doesn't work anymore. And what if the car says, "What are you doing?" "I'm about to take you for a drive." "No, you're not." "Why not?" "Because I'm my own car. I'm going to go where I want to go when I want to go." Now, that's kind of animated and somewhat stupid, but you get the idea. What right does that car have to tell me that I can't take it for a ride? I made that car. I gave that car a chance to roll. And it's going to enjoy the roads and all that. I'm not going to go out there and crash it up. I'm not going to ruin that car. I made that car. What right would that car have to tell me I can't take it where I want to take it when I want to take it? That's my car. That's the same way. Listen, I'm not proposing my stupid and silly attitude on God, but if you think about it reasonably speaking, you say, well, what reason would I give God my life? Well, what life did you have before Him?
Right, yeah.
Oh, you were banging it out of the park, right? Every time you got up, you were hitting home runs. You didn't even have a bat or a ball, and they wouldn't even let you in the game if you had one. You know? People always talk about stories. When I was young, I did this and that. I remember Timmy and I were helping somebody move. It's so funny. So we try and get this appliance out of this door, and there was only room for one man and one appliance. And I was not that man. So Timmy grabs it, he goes to the door, and then he starts down the stairs. And so I'm walking down, and this guy we were helping, he's walking downstairs. He's like, yeah, I remember when I was young and I could do stuff like that. We took 2 more steps. He's like, you know what? I never could do something like that. I laughed so hard. It was just funny, you know. And so sometimes people say, well, it's an unreasonable thing to give God my life. You had no life at all. How unreasonable it was for God to now that He's given you life, that you would no longer live now. That life that you have, you would live for yourself. You would live for Him. Somebody said, well, that seems completely selfish. Well, by the way, if you have ever had the privilege of working for somebody who is a very generous person, you know that you could never serve that person to your own hurt. I've worked for people like that, and I try to be that person, you know, and I don't have sometimes all the means, but I can sure try to help make somebody's life easier. But boy, I tell you what, somebody said, well, serving God, I got to give Him my whole life, No, you get to get involved in what the eternal Creator is doing, and I'm telling you, it's a good ride for anybody that's on it. It is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Somebody might say, I don't want kids because they're going to jam up my life. Oh, I'm telling you what, if God blesses you with kids, they don't jam up your life, man. They make your life. It's not a bad thing, And they might jam up every once in a while.
Jam up your plumbing.
They'll jam up your plumbing. They'll jam up your bank account, but they're not going to jam up your life. But it's such an amazing thing. So, anyways, you can